Hey, Bomb Squad, we're back, baby. Sorry about the big break that we had. But we got episode 22 for you. It's June 3rd. It's a Thursday show on a Sunday, which means we're going to be talking flicks. We have our world famous segments, of course, and then we have a classic 4-pack of questions. Tones, how you been? How you doing?
I've been doing good, man. I've
Good.
been doing a lot better than you have.
Yeah. So, well, we have some housekeeping, so we'll explain why we've been off this whole entire week. So I was traveling in St. Louis for work. And on Friday, I had a nice little easy flight scheduled out. I was supposed to take off at like 11:40 in St. Louis, and I was going to get home to Baltimore at like 5, and then I was going to drive up to New Jersey for a wedding I had yesterday at Saturday. Well, it turned out I had a 14-hour travel day. 14 fucking hours.
Yeah.
I looked back on it. I didn't get home until 12:45. At night. The flight was at 10:30 in the morning that I had. It was a goddamn nightmare. But we'll get to that because we have a Tones Bones, and I have a rant to go on about a lot of airlines right now.
Yeah, I figured once after I brought it up, I was like, oh shit, I might have just ruined his bone because I knew that was coming.
No, I'll save it. Yeah, because I'm not in rant mode yet, and we will be by that point of the show. But oh my god, it was one of the worst days of my fucking life. But so we have Talking Flicks world famous segments in a classic 4-pack. But first, we have some news.
Is it good or bad?
It's bad news, of course. Shit. It's only bad news here on TNT Tones. You know that.
Shit.
Stupid question. Come on.
I know. I'm sorry. I gotta be better. I need to be better.
So we'll keep it with the theme that we always have with the bad news. So of course I wake up and I look at the New York Post, and the first thing I fucking see on the cover, 4 people were presumed dead after a private plane crash yesterday. Tones was carrying a prominent East Hampton builder who crafted luxury mansions for Martha Stewart, Billy Joel, and others. Crashed into the Atlantic off of Amagansett on Saturday. The building to the stars, architect Ben Krupinski, 7 years old, is feared dead, along with his wife Bonnie. She was also 70, and their 22-year-old grandson Will Marov. The police confirmed the trio were all aboard the flight, along with 47-year-old pilot John Dollard. All are believed to be perished in the crash. So, Tones, planes, I'm complaining about delays and cancellations and stuff like that, but planes are going down left and right.
Yeah, this is bad. I was about to start making fun of this guy because I thought he was flying the plane, but you just said there was a pilot in there.
There was a pilot. No, it was just a plane gone bad.
But so wait, he was off the coast of Long Island? Is that where he was?
Yeah.
I mean, the weather was pretty nice over here yesterday.
Oh, it was terrible. That's why I was in the airport all Friday. He was flying on I guess late Saturday night, and they flew into some bad weather. I don't know where they were coming from, but they might have been flying in. But there are thunderstorms flying in from west to east, and it was bad. That's why I was on the ground all fucking day.
I guess that makes sense. I don't know. I just went to the movies yesterday, so that was the only time I was outside, and it wasn't raining, so I don't think it was that bad. But I guess it could have been. Yeah, I mean, the Yankee games have been getting rained out left and right.
Yeah, got postponed. Baltimore's been fucking rained on like shit, apparently. I haven't been here. But yeah, it's been bad. And they flew into it. There's a reason why shit gets canceled and flights get delayed. It's because the weather's shitty. And I guess when you're on a private plane, they have a little bit more leeway. And the guy was just like, this guy who builds Billy Joel mansions was like, hey, get me out of here. Let's fly. We could do it.
Billy Joel needs me. I gotta
go build Billy Joel another mansion. But yeah, I feel like what happened to me at the airport on Friday was complete karma for Southwest lady. I found out my mom listens to the show, which is unfortunate. But she was like, "Yeah, the Southwest lady, this is karma for that, making fun of that poor girl." But she also agreed that if you die that way, I mean, come on, time.
There's that's some Final Destination shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You were meant to go one way or another.
Yeah, you can't be flying into storms. I mean, being afraid of fucking planes in general. If the pilot's just like, there's a little storm out there on the coast, I would just be like, all right, let's just bunker down. Let's just wait, until everything is completely sunny, blue skies, and then we'll get out of here. Because look, everybody's dead because they're trying to rush. That's too bad. You know, we're not making fun of them. We're just saying, hey, you shouldn't have been flying. That's it.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's you see this all the time with with Roy Halladay, Corey Lytle, these guys just want to fly their planes. I mean, I know again he wasn't flying, but it's just like I don't get the fast maybe he was traveling somewhere. Yeah, it's just such a I don't know. You better off going skydiving or something. I mean,
Yeah,
is that way you have a little bit more fun?
Fuck that. If you really need a thrill, go on a goddamn roller coaster, man. Don't jump out of planes. Don't go bungee jumping. You know, don't fly into bad weather. And if you have a hobby is flying planes, like Harrison Ford and shit, who almost fucked shit up in California that one time on that landing, like it's just too dangerous. It's just be on the ground as much as possible. And I know you have a much greater risk of getting into accidents while you're on the ground, but that's because everybody drives. That's why the stats are so fucking high on car accidents. It's not because it's safer being 60,000 fucking feet in the air. Fuck that.
It's just
if I could drive yeah, I mean, I don't need beer to have a good time, but like I also don't need a flight to get to California, but it makes it easier, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you're either driving for a week or just get there in a couple
take it
hours.
One day, but you're also fucking 80,000 feet in the air, and if that thing goes down, it's gonna suck and you're dead. Fuck that. Fuck planes. I'm so fucking tired. I'm scared of them. I'm sick of them. They're the worst, but they're so goddamn convenient.
I know. Yeah, it's I don't know. You've been flying a lot recently too. Like I don't have to. I rarely fly anymore, so I don't have to really deal with that. So
if you have to if you're on a flight and you're listening to this podcast like while you're trying to go through it, it's probably the worst. Just like getting an update in every plane crash, or people getting sucked out, planes going down every fucking day.
Every bump, every turn, you're just like you're white knuckling the headrest. Like, oh, get me out of here.
I should, because we were talking I should bring up, like, I forgot headphones and stuff on the plane, and I didn't have a book, and my phone battery was at 4% because I was delayed all day, and I had the aisle seat for both of my flights. So I literally was just like staring ahead, just staring, blank stare ahead, just waiting for it to be over. Flight attendants were just like, look at me, what are you doing? It's like, I'm just waiting to get there, I guess.
Yeah, that's where you got to go JetBlue, man. They got the TVs in the headrest.
Yeah, I didn't have any of that. And like, I feel like if you're in the aisle seat and like you want to look out the window and stuff, I just feel like you're staring at the person who's at the window is going to think that you're staring at them.
Yeah.
Like I have that weird paranoia, and like I'm just trying to look at the window. But if I'm like trying to lean over and look out the window, it definitely like they feel the eyes on their face.
Right.
Yeah. So I try not to do that.
I do the same thing when I'm on planes, or even when I'm like at restaurants, like in public. Like I just don't look to the side because I don't want people to think I'm staring at them. I'll just stare straight ahead. That's what I do at all times in life. I just stare straight ahead because I don't want to make eye contact with anybody.
Yeah. So pretty much like for 14 hours, I mean, the flights that are on were like, they only equated to about like 4 hours of total flying, but it was a 14-hour travel day.
Yeah. There was a lot of nothing in between.
It's horrible. So horrible. But we'll get to that in the Tones Bones.
Yeah, we keep coming back to this.
I'm sorry. It's just so bad. I haven't slept in days because I had to go to a wedding yesterday, and I wake up at 6 to get there. And I got home at 12:30 at night. I only got like 4 hours of sleep, and then I had to wake up early so I can come back and do this rock and roll podcast with you, and watch La Bouche, which is a nice little segue into talking flicks.
Yes.
You like films? Sure. All right. So I had to watch In Bruges, and you had to watch Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah.
So you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Cool.
So first off, it was a good movie. It wasn't my cup of tea though. It wasn't. It was just like I see what they were doing. Like it's sad that there was a time and a place where people had to live like that, where they had to. So, I mean, if you don't know the story of Brokeback by now.
Yeah, by the way, we're going to spoil all the movies that we talk about. So if you haven't seen them and you want to see them, just fast forward to the segments.
Yeah, for sure. So, so I mean, basically these two cowboys up in the hills, they fall in love with each other or whatever. And then like basically over the course of their life, like they both get married, they have kids, but they always have these fishing trips.
Mm-hmm.
They just like
quote unquote
fishing trips where they go and they just, do the dirty.
Banging out.
But yeah, I mean, it said that, there was a point in time when people couldn't live how they wanted to live, and this was one thing I was kind of confused about. What's his name? Jake?
Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Whatever it is, Jake Gyllenhaal. When he dies, like, did he get beat up?
No.
Okay.
I knew you were going to ask that because so when he does die the way that they say in the movie, he's blowing up a flat tire, thing explodes in his face and kills him. It's terrible. But he immediately just goes, Heath Ledger goes into his mind. When he was a kid, there was a kid who was gay around him. And once kids found out that he got the shit beaten out of him. So he just assumed that. And that's why I went to that flashback. But no, he just died natural, getting fucked up by a tire.
Yeah, well, not so natural, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, freak accident.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, it was I mean, it was a good movie. I mean, the dynamic between them, it seems sincere, and like the acting was really good. I mean, just like looking through the list of actors, like there was so many
A lot of good
people
ones.
that yeah, there's
Randy
just so
Quaid
many
before
like
he went crazy.
yeah, Randy Quaid, but like a lot of people before they were big, like Kate Mara was in there.
Yep.
The other guy
Jake
that
Gyllenhaal's wife.
well, yeah, Anne Hathaway, and even the other guy that he ended up like talking to, like
Yeah.
later on.
Uh-huh.
He talked about the cabin. He's like, "We'll go on a fishing trip." I don't know what is with these gay guys in the fishing trips. You go on
Fishing
fishing
trips.
trips?
It's code words. That's what I say when I go on a grinder date. I'm
Yeah,
just
go on
like,
fishing trips.
I can't like talk right now. I'm going on a fishing trip.
But you know that guy. He's in Stranger Things, which he just kind of recently blew up in the last couple of years. He's
Yeah,
the
the
detective.
sheriff in
Yeah,
Stranger
the
Things.
sheriff.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so he's in that. So I thought that was cool because this was before they were all big. And even
Yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal and Heath Ledger weren't that big at that point. So it's just
No.
yeah. So they took these these actors and they made something out of it, which is pretty cool. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean it's a sad tale.
It's sad. Yeah. That's the thing because like that's why that movie hits so deep. Like if you
Yeah,
are gay and you don't come out like sort of like what this movie's kind of about, like the ending is just a Heath Ledger living in a trailer in the middle of nowhere by himself. Just like
yeah,
that's how it's gonna be, you know? And
yeah.
that's how a lot of people end up living. They're just like, fuck it. I'm not gonna tell anybody, but I'm also just gonna sit here by myself forever
It'd
and
be
just live
miserable.
and just be miserable. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why that movie was so good.
yeah. No, it was very good. Like I said though, it wasn't my cup of tea. Um, to give it a score though, I'm gonna give it 6.9 sticks of dynamite.
Ooh, 69. All
Yeah,
right.
well, homage.
A little homage.
Yeah,
Okay. There's no 69ing in the film, by the way, for
no,
those who haven't seen it. I would assume most people listening to this haven't, but it's good. But I like that. I like that score. Okay. So in Bruges, La Bouche. It was fantastic. Again. So I learned two things about you from this movie is that one, you have and two, you really like Colin Farrell.
what was that? Sorry that you broke up for the first part. What did you say?
I said you have a great taste for film,
Okay,
and two, you have your big fascination with Colin Farrell. I love it. The guy can act.
he can. No, and honestly, I don't really have like those are the only two movies I think that I've like really seen with him.
And Phone Booth. Everybody's seen Phone Booth.
Phone Booth, I haven't seen it in a while, but I saw it back when it came out. I don't know why I just stuck with
Colin Farrell theme.
Colin Farrell for some reason because I knew this was a really good movie too, so I just threw it in there.
Yeah.
But yes,
During Bucks games, we used to have David Deal commentator games a lot, like as the color guy.
Yeah.
And that was like the show Empire on Fox was huge. And like they always, in football, they always have to come back from the break and they have to like talk about the show, like Empire on Fox at 7 p.m. on on Mondays.
Right.
David Deal would always just be like, I'll tell you what, that Terrence Howard can act. He would like really sell it. Like Empire is so good. That's pretty much like you and Colin Farrell. But okay, so this movie was great. A lot of ups and downs emotionally. It was incredible. A lot of laughs. Dark comedy at its finest.
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
Plot, a lot of good laughs. Of course, Ralph Fiennes or whatever his name is the fucking bad guy, Voldemort.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen him play a good guy in any film.
He just looks like a bad guy.
He's a bad guy in every movie. That's why he looks like a bad guy.
Yeah.
Whenever you see him, he's the bad guy.
Yeah.
But
they roll potty mouth on him too.
Yeah, so first of all, there's a couple times because you told me to watch it with subtitles, which I did because they do have like pretty thick accents. So like they make a lot of like here's a gay drink for you, like I'll get a gay beer for my gay friend, and I'll have a normal drink for me because I'm normal. But the guy he's talking to wasn't gay the entire time. I thought there was going to be a twist on that.
No, I think they were just making fun of like pale ass like Belgian beer.
Okay,
it was like a gay drink.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because Colin Farrell eventually ordered a gay beer for himself. I guess that means like a light beer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shot. That's a double shot at me because I'm gay and I love light beer.
There was a lot of that, and there's a lot. I think they're calling people poofs and stuff.
Yeah, poofs. What's that mean? Is that like a shot at me again?
Yeah, it is. It's like I think it's like a real British slang. But
is that like fag in like British?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's as strongly like rooted, but it refers to a gay person.
Give me an over the line on the Redcoats, then, please.
Yeah, we'll give it.
Those fuckers. 1776. Never fucking forget, you losers. We won. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this, like, I was texting all my buddies about it. Like, have you seen this? And they've all seen it. So I guess this is like really cool to spoil. But they're two hitmen. They get sent by their boss to this place in Bruges. And Colin Farrell was like, he's like me. He hates traveling. He hates sightseeing. Like, I'm literally like that. Like, people are like, oh, you got to go see the world and the culture. I'm like, fuck that. I really don't give a shit. And that's exactly how Colin Farrell is like. And then his partner is the complete opposite, who really likes seeing stuff. And they're kind of just waiting for their next, I guess, job to do. Mm-hmm. And they find out, you find out later, Colin Farrell accidentally killed a kid in one of his hits. And I was going to bust his balls because when he accidentally killed the kid and he had to kill the priest who the hit was on, he shot him like 7 times. Like, if you're a hitman, you got to do one in the face.
Yeah. I mean, especially when you're just sitting in like a confessional booth, you just got to go boom, like one. Like,
that's what I was going to bash him on, but they ended up fixing it at the end because he's just like, I'm just not cut out for this. Like, I'm just not good at it. That was his whole thing. It's like, okay. So that kind of makes sense for that. Like, he just sucks at being a hitman. That's why he fucking shot the guy 8 times in the stomach.
Yeah. And I think that was his first job too.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it was.
Yeah, so
over 1.
Yeah, not a good start.
Not a good start. But then but there's a scene where like because then the boss ends up putting a hit on Colin Farrell because he killed the kid, and if you kill a kid, that's like that's a no in the hitman world.
Yeah.
So he orders the hit so he's in a park and he goes up to Colin Farrell, puts a gun to his head and the kid up. So I'm gonna put him on a train, and shit just goes batshit because once the guy Voldemort finds out that he didn't kill him, he has to go down himself and like kill them both, which I think he does. You never find out about Colin Farrell, but either way, it doesn't matter because he kind of like says like even if I do live, I'm gonna go find the mother of the kid I killed and tell her that I did it. If I go to jail or if I die, it will be a lot better, like than just living with that on my shoulders. So overall,
it was a good ending because he kind of almost came to terms with how everything went down. He was like, if I die, like, I deserve to die, but if not, like, I'm going to make it right, kind of thing.
His partner Ken was such a great guy. I was so upset to see him go. I really didn't think he was going to die. I thought he was like, okay, I can't kill you now because you're like such a nice guy. Like, as in Voldemort wasn't going to kill him, but he did. That fucker. And then he ended up shooting him enough to like do the damage, and then he jumped off a tower to end it.
That was insane. He was still
alive. Gross.
He just exploded.
Yeah, they really did a very detailed job of what a suicide looks like off of a tower onto fucking bricks.
Like his arms, like knees and his elbows, like exploded.
It was gross.
I don't even know if that's like actually how it happens, or if they just wanted to like make it like kind of crazy looking.
I think the way that the detail was, that's probably exactly how it looks. They probably studied that shit and made it look as real as possible.
Yeah. And what about the racist? The
racist midget?
Midget, yeah.
I think he was just on a coke spray and he was just spewing out stuff, pissed off little dwarf. I love how they were just taking shots at midgets the whole movie, though. But I liked him. I thought it was the Lannister for a long time, or whatever his name is, Dundick or whatever his name is, that midget. But they're 2 different people. They look alike.
Yeah, two different people. Yeah, I mean, there's like 4 or 5 midget actors in Hollywood. And
there's only 4 now. Mini-Me died.
Oh, yeah, true. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Yeah. Give me a little
salute. I remember.
Fire one into the sky.
No, I got Sarah McLachlan. I will remember.
Okay, there you go. Perfect. All right. But overall, I give it I gave Lobster like a 9.1 sticks of dynamite. I'll give this an 8.8 sticks of dynamite. I thought The Lobster was better because I was really baked and it was thought-provoking as fuck. This is definitely a better movie, but like I really like the thought provokers. Yeah. And this is just a good film. Just a solid 8.8. But yeah, 8.8 sticks. Yeah. So sticking with talking flicks. So Tones, which movie?
Hold on. Let's pick our next movies, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, true. Yeah. I didn't even think about this. So what do you got?
Okay. It's called the Belko Experiment.
Belko Experiment.
Yeah. So it's like this office building in like Colombia. These people are working there. They're like from America, but they're like doing work down there for whatever reason. And then one day they all come into work and the building just gets put on lockdown. And this voice comes over the loudspeakers, just like you guys are gonna have to kill 10 people in the next hour or I'll kill half of you.
Oh.
kind of thing, and then it's just like
Well,
turns.
leave it at that because
Yeah.
that sounds fascinating.
Yeah, it's like a
All
Lord
right.
of the Flies kind of
Oh,
thing.
Lord of the Flies. That book was fucked up.
Yeah, yeah.
So is the movie. And they kill the fat kid pig or piggy or whatever his name is. They throw like a rock on him.
Yeah, that was
I,
fun.
I, I'm unprepared for this. Let me think. I'm gonna give you. You can watch. Have you seen Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri?
No, I haven't.
Okay, watch that.
Yeah, okay. I've been meaning to watch that, so that works out.
All right, cool. That movie's sweet. That's a great one. Yeah,
Another
it's
Peter
a good murder mystery. You'll like it.
Okay. And you got Peter Dinklage, another midget. Keep the streak going.
He crushes his role. Yeah, midgets.
Yeah.
Consistent theme in our TNT movies, except for The Exorcist 3. No midgets in that one.
Or The Lobster.
Yeah, or The Lobster. Would you say though, of all the films that we've watched, Exorcist 3 is the best?
It was definitely left me with the biggest impact.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It might not be the best, but definitely just like every day I'm thinking about that movie for some reason. It's so fucked up. Definitely watch that movie. All right, so question number 2 for Talking Flicks. So, Toads, hold on my phone first. All right, here we go. Which movie would be the most mind-blowing if it was suddenly announced that 100% of it was based on facts?
I would have to go with The Avengers. It's just like actually a Hulk, and there's like a Thor running around and
just like full on like the Today Show. It's just like, so the Hulk yesterday defeated ISIS by himself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that'd be nuts.
Yeah, you have real life superheroes just going around just like completely being like the army. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen the Avengers. I don't know what they are. I just know it's like the group of all of like the Marvel
no, it's just all if like all the superheroes are running around. I mean, you got Spider-Man running around, Iron Man.
Who's the number one? Who's like the best one to
have? The best one you'd probably want. I mean, I'm not an expert on this, but I would go with like the Hulk or Thor. Probably Thor because he's not as much of a hothead. And just
I love how the Hulk is just like some guy who gets real mad. And
he's just like a scientist,
dude.
He's just like a nerdy scientist, and they just like, he just gets mad. He just turns into the Hulk. But like the leaders they got Iron Man and Captain America are the leaders, which they hold their own. But like Thor's like a god.
Okay,
basically. So
that's huge.
Yeah,
that's a big deal.
No, for sure. He's got his hammer that just like no one else could pick up but him. It's just real heavy hammer. He just throws it at people and shit.
He might not be the most like interesting to watch, but like if you had to have somebody go like defeat like Syria, I guess if we have a god in this category, then you got to go with the god.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
if you're a god, you're immortal, right?
Yeah, I think he could die, but only by like other like people like him. Like he's got a brother.
Like Zeus can kill him. Okay, so ISIS has no shot.
Yeah, no. Bullets will be bouncing off of him. Yeah, I mean,
the Hulk has invaded Russia.
Yeah, him and the Hulk are pretty close, but the Hulk is a bit of a hothead, so you can't really control him.
What happens when the Hulk like calms down? He's like, what if it like he calms down like in the nick of battle? Like, does he have to like watch like angry porn to get pissed off or something? Like, does he have to get like real psyched up to turn into the Hulk?
He tried, like at a certain point, he's like trying to get himself going, but he's
slap me in the face.
He's just like low T, so he can't get it going. But, man, yeah, he's got to get it working.
All right, if I was an enemy and I saw the Hulk running through, I mean, like you're done. I mean, there's no beating him.
No,
yeah. Can you shoot him? Can you shoot the Hulk with guns? Like,
not. I mean, you can, but it's not really going to do anything.
Damn.
I mean, I forgot which movie it was. I saw one with him, but like there's tanks shooting like rockets at him, and he's just like eating it.
Yeah.
Are he like
technically a bad guy in his own world?
Well, no. I mean, they harness his power for good because, like I said, he's a hothead. So when he goes off, he just starts like. Because I mean, how it first started out was he turned into the Hulk, and he was just kind of going around, and then like people start shooting at him, and he would get angry because they're shooting at him, and he would start fighting back. Yeah, stop! That hurts.
Just show him a couple of ISIS execution videos, and then like he gets real pissed off, and just ship him off. Yep. All right. That would be nice to have in real life.
Yeah, so you just let him loose, like you just kind of in a confined space. You're just like, here, like go after them. Just like
here's a question for the super. So you're the superhero expert here because I don't watch any of these movies, and you're pretty well versed. So you have all these assholes. Throw Superman in there. What's he doing? Can he take them all down? No problem.
I mean, super.
Because it's only Kryptonite and Lex Luthor who could take him down, right?
Yeah, it's just the Kryptonite, but yeah, I mean, he definitely take out some of the lesser ones like Iron Man or fucking
Captains.
Who's the Hawkeye? Like I don't know, Ant-Man. I'm sure you take out Ant-Man.
I heard they killed the Black Panther in that movie. A little controversial.
A lot of people died.
A lot of the heroes died.
But like,
wait. Did Thor die? Was he one of them?
I don't think so. But they could. The thing is, they're going to come back because there's another Avengers movie.
Okay.
Basically, the bad guy Thanos, he has a plan to like kill half the universe because there's too many people taking up all the resources or burning through everything. So he's just like, I'm going to kill half of everybody, half of everything, to like make it less of a strain on the universe.
Well, if he has that power, why doesn't he just fix the planet instead of doing that?
That's the big thing in the movie, but no one could figure that out. He's just like a bad dude, but he's like thinks he's doing good. I don't know. Yeah,
he's taking that's the half instead of going to fix it yourself. He's like, fuck it, we're just gonna deal with what we have and kill half of you.
It's like, why don't you just double the resources?
Yeah, what a dick. Yeah. Maybe I'll watch that. Probably not though.
It's interesting.
Unless you make me.
It's entertaining.
Yeah,
I'll give it that.
So the one that I wrote down was Poltergeist. So have you ever seen Poltergeist?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. So basically, for those who haven't seen it, real estate agent gets a good deal on a house, but he doesn't little knowledge to him. They built it right on top of a graveyard, but they just moved the headstones. They don't move the bodies. So the place is just like instantly haunted. Like right immediately, ghosts everywhere.
It's just riddled with spirits.
Imagine like reading that in the paper, just like a house riddled with spirits, like because just like all the neighbors saw it and stuff too. Like if you could file a police report on it and stuff too, I mean that would be like, whoa. Yeah, first of all, ghosts exist, like for sure. And then like real estate, like for former graveyards, the prices are gonna go down like big time. Would you buy if you had like a really nice no. Let me get the question out.
I want nothing to do with ghosts. I live my entire life avoiding ghosts at all costs.
What if I think that I could handle them. I really do. And that's not me being cocky. I think that I can get drunk enough where if a clown doll came and just walked down the stairs right now to try to spook me, I'd just be like, dude, leave me alone. Come over and bother me. What if you just pretend if you just all these things start moving and there's ghosts all over the place and you just act completely unfazed? Because they can't directly kill you.
Yes, they can. If it's like a demon or something, what if it's
demons are different tones? Okay, demons are. We're not talking. We're talking about ghosts, not demons.
So, are we talking about just not malevolent spirits?
They want you out of the house, but they're ghosts. They're not demons. They just this is our fucking house, and you need to leave.
But they could play mind games with you. It's not just physical pain. It's psychological. I don't know, man. I can't. I've seen too many shows. When I was younger, I used to watch all those haunting of shows where they would just reenact all these crazy haunting stories. And I've seen enough, and I know enough that I'm just not going to fuck with it.
Well, imagine there's a mansion that's net worth would be $5 million, but you can get it for $50K because it's infiltrated with ghosts. Do you think you can hire a priest you would have made? He comes by,
just an in-house priest.
An in-house priest, it's like a nanny. He just kind of hangs out and just kind of casts them out.
No, I'd buy it and then flip it. That's what I fucking do. I'm not living in that shit. And I go buy a normal fucking house.
Add an extension.
Put in the pool in the back where you
put a pool in the back.
Some granite countertops. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not living
in a hotel while they're building it. All the workers are probably just they're putting it in the pool. They're just oh ghosts.
Yeah, no, you just come in and there's a ghost floating face down in the pool. It's well, there goes that.
Jesus Christ. Oh man. Yeah. I mean, if it was, I think I would if I knew I could get out of it easily, I would do a 1-year lease or 1-year rental on it, just to say that I live with ghosts for content purposes. Imagine being able to podcast right now, knowing that there's ghosts. Like I'm just talking to you, and somebody knocks something over behind me. I was it's just Steve, it's just a ghost.
Steve, will you stop, Steve? I'm recording right now. Not while I'm recording. No, see, I mean,
why are you always knocking shit over?
Just yelling at him you yell at Jumbies.
God, you gotta pick it up. Oh shit! Pick it up. Sound bite in there. Mark that down. I have a good sound bite for what I get yelled.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I think it would be hilarious because only assuming, like we said, if it's not demons and it's just ghosts and they're just kind of like you just gotta live with them. Look at them more like roommates than like things that are haunting you. I think it'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's just too much unexplained there. I don't know if I could.
Is there an amount of money that you'd be willing to take to live in a house of ghosts for a year? With one demon. There's a demon in there too, but he only comes in on like Wednesdays and Thursdays.
I don't think if there's a demon involved, I don't think
part-time demon.
I don't think I could do it if there's a demon. Like maybe the ghost I was thinking I'd do for like a mill. It's like a flat mill, just do it for a year. But the demon, I don't know, man, because I've seen, like I said, I've seen enough scary movies that I just don't want to fuck with whatever's going on down there. Yeah, exactly. There's no sleeping. And then like
once no sleeping on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Part-time demons here, like just fucking shit up. All of a sudden, there's just like eggs flipping like in the kitchen. Just like, I gotta go clean that up. Like, fucking demons just a pain in the ass, and then it pushes you to the ground. You're like, what's your fucking problem?
Fuck, man, I'm just cleaning up your mess. You're gonna keep picking on me.
Take it out on God, not me.
Beelzebub's working part-time. He works part-time in another house too, Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Beelzebub. Yeah, Beelzebub comes in like once a month when like the main demon is like on vacation. Like he comes and fills in on Wednesdays and Thursdays. That was a fun tangent. Well, it's good. Let's go to question number 3. The movie needs to be made on like any historical premise or something. You know what I mean?
This isn't necessarily historical. And it's something I've always wanted. I actually at one point started writing a screenplay about this. I fell off, but I want a zombie movie in New York City because there hasn't been any in New York City that I know of. Most of them are usually kind of out in the like Walking Dead's all over Atlanta, like the backwoods.
It's probably just really expensive to film.
Yeah,
it's probably why they haven't done it yet.
It's true. But I mean, you don't have to film in New York. I mean, computers and shit. I'm sure we could figure it out.
Yeah. So just like a lot of people turning into zombies, running all over the place.
Yeah. No. And the idea I had was to kind of make it like a Pineapple Express meets like Walking Dead sort of thing. Like make it like
just stone and all of a sudden zombies come out.
Well, like, yeah, sort of, but it's just like a funny. Like I would have some like some dudes like, yo, B, like the zombies ate my Timbs, B. Like what the fuck am I supposed to do? They're eating my Timbs. Like just make it like really New York. Just have everyone just talk super New York.
Yo, what's good? Yo, there's zombies outside, bro.
Motherfucking zombies, son. They're coming out here. They fucking everybody's shit up, man.
So the one I have down. So it's been made, but it was terrible. I haven't seen it. I'm not going to. It was Nick Cage. But the Indianapolis, the ship, that is one of the most interesting stories of all time. It's the story that Quinn tells in Jaws when they talk about like scars and shit. So basically, it was the top secret mission to get the bomb that we dropped on Nagasaki from Hawaii to the Philippines. Okay, and it was a top secret mission. So it wasn't on the radar, no communication or anything. So they dropped the bomb off, and on their way back, I think a jet hit them with a torpedo, so they sunk, and they couldn't send out a distress call. So basically, since they were in the Pacific waters, it started to sink, and they were on the raft boats, and they were just surrounded by sharks, just a million of them. Yeah. And they just one by one, each just got picked off. That is one of the most. I mean, like it's terrible, but it happened long enough ago where we can kind of just like look at it as entertainment value.
Yeah,
and I think somebody's got to bite the bullet and put money into making a great film about that. Now with Nick Cage being a psychopath and like CGI shit, like you got to make it like real sharks, like plot and everything, and then just
do the sharks have laser beams on their heads?
No. Nice Austin Powers reference though. But yeah, I mean, like that would be a graphic, like just sitting there and rap crazy. Wait, like imagine like that scenario, just like waiting for your turn, like for a shark to come. Like you just know, like you're gonna die via shark attack.
It's like, oh no, they got Joe! They got Joe!
That's how it was. That's literally what happened. Like it was like at night too. So like you just like hear them splash around, and you just hear like, boop!
Oh my god! That'd be
Yeah.
terrifying. Yeah, no, that would definitely make a good movie. I don't know if I would want to be in their shoes though.
You know, of course, a band, but we did drop the bomb, which is I don't know if it was a mistake, but it was a big bomb.
It was an aggressive move.
Little tangent. I like we dropped those 2 nukes and like, all right, no more of those.
Yeah,
I completely underestimated what that was. How many people died? Like,
Jesus Christ! I'm gonna Jesus Christ.
How many casualties? 500,000.
What?
One bomb? Yeah, wiped out pretty much half of Japan.
Yeah, I
we
mean,
gotta write something in. No more of these.
I mean, my thing is like it took them the second one to realize how bad it was. Like the first one wasn't bad enough, and they're just like, wait, this is really bad.
Well, we did it once. We might as well just do it twice for good measure. Don't fuck with us, okay? Or else we're just gonna fucking exterminate.
As long as it's within the same week, I think it counts as the same bomb, right? The same attack.
Yeah,
it's just like one attack.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Hiroshima and Nagasaki to me in my brain happened like the same day. Like,
yeah,
playing over here, playing over there, a couple nukes, bada bing, get out of there. But so that happened. That was terrible. Taylor Hicks, get us out of here. Get us into segments. All right. So we have a total of 7 segments today. I think we're gonna have a pretty long show today.
We're already 36 minutes in, so I think
shit.
Yeah.
we really got some flex.
I know.
All right. So we got to do you remember. So this is as you guys know, Tones and I went to the same school. We were both food marketing majors. So were we in the same exact food marketing class, or did we just have it separate periods and same teacher?
I think we had separate.
Okay,
that's why I wasn't sure, because I feel like I remember you in my class.
Yeah, so basically, we had a student teacher for the same professor that we had in different time periods or different periods. And she was Russian as fuck. She was straight from Russian. So
it was Katya.
Yeah. What was her name again?
I think it was Katya.
Katya.
Yeah.
So our thing, we had to come up with an idea for milk. We had to sell milk. So come up with your ideas, sell milk thing. Like the whole class was talking about how milk sales are like way down. Like a marketing idea to make sales go up. And she was all about just like, how can we make sales milk go up? We have chocolate milk, strawberry milk down. What was your idea? Did you have anything like worth talking about?
We did I mean, it's not too crazy. We came up with a bunch of different flavors, and we did like a survey to see.
So you went the flavor route.
Yeah, we went flavors, and then we also did packaging. We made we made them into juice boxes kind of thing. So pick up like a variety pack that comes with like chocolate, strawberry, like cookies and cream kind of thing. Because the whole thing was trying to get kids to drink milk. Like adults aren't going to drink milk, but you want to get the kids to drink milk. So
that's not true.
Are you drinking milk right now?
No, I'm drinking a beer. I'm just thinking about Jim Harbaugh though. Jim Harbaugh drinks milk every day. I mean, there's plenty of people.
He's a psychopath though.
Yeah. That's true.
But,
I mean, mine was.
Hold on. Here's my thing. So if they're going to drink milk, they're going to drink milk regardless of what the flavor is. They just drink milk. So like, you got to get the people who don't drink milk to drink milk.
That's true. But I mean, the way that I approached it was just regular milk. I just wanted. So my idea was, I was, innovator. Okay.
Of course.
I didn't do well on the project, but it was still a good idea. It was called Blizzard Milk. Blizzard Milk. I did a consistent theme through college. Whenever we had to like do a marketing thing, I always called it Blizzard something, because I thought you got a big old B in there, 2 Z's. I mean, what a word.
It is a strong word.
It's a strong fucking word. Like, it's a great word. And especially in the marketing, like when you see that, you're just like, fucking Blizzard. Like I had Blizzard beer delivery. Remember that idea that I had?
Yep.
Where we shovel your snow and deliver beer at the same time. We ply your street and bring a beer. And then we also had Blizzard Milk, but the whole idea was to make the milk whiter and like to make like to make it just like the most perfect looking gallon of milk. So that way when you see it in the shelf, it just like illuminates and it's just like, oh, like it's just like calling you, like, look at that milk.
Yeah.
Look how good that looks. And like buy like extra lights, like go to the grocery stores and give them like a different light that just kind of shines down and just makes it even look whiter. And the whole thing was like, they're like, how are you going to do that? I was like, well, you just got to nuke it with GMOs or something. Like, just like nuke it with bad shit to make it look just so white. Like even put like paint or glue in there or something like that.
Oh yeah. Some primer.
I got a soundbite for the milk.
Okay.
Yeah. Put,
Yeah, no,
put
she
blue
was
is like white as hell. You know, get that
yeah.
color from milk.
But yeah, my thing was with Katya. She was actually like kind of low key a smoke.
She was also a
She was
slut.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was fucking Professor Stan. She was like the
No
PTA.
way.
Yeah, dude, bro, they would definitely take milk baths together. I guarantee it. I always just
You want to
picture
take
them
milk?
because like
Milk
the
bath?
first day she introduced herself, she's like, "I am Katya. I am from Moscow, Russia, and I love milk."
I was in the back row. I was just like fucking commie.
She was hot. She was thick. She was thick as fuck. She got some.
Russian's gonna steal my
big old
Blizzard
legs
milk
out.
idea. She definitely she gave me like a C- and just took Blizzard milk to Russia and just made a killing. I bet. I bet if you look Blizzard milk, I bet you it's like well in effect and doing like great in Russia. And she's like the CEO of Blizzard milk.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. And she's married to Dr. Stan.
Yeah, good times. Those are great times. That was what food marketing is all about. Like I'm like a terrible student. And they're like, all right, you got to like sell milk for me. I'm like, all right, let's do it. we got to make milk look whiter. It's gotta glow.
We can make milk more milky.
It just looks so fucking mundane. You got to just like, oh, like the light beaming down in it. It's like, oh yeah, milk. And then like once you pick that up, you turn to your right. There's cookies right there, something like that. Ooh. Like I got to get cookies. Make a deal with Nabisco. It's like I'll sell Blizzard milk right here. You can put your Nabisco cookies there, but you got to pay me. Okay. This is still on the table. I might do it. Blizzard milk is still my idea, and I might do it
one day.
After Tom Subs. If Tom Subs does well. What are we about, Tom Subs? Do you remember?
I don't.
You don't remember what
the
Tom
bread,
Subs
right? The bread.
The bread. Yes,
of course, the bread.
Thank God. Tom says about I've made such a marketing footprint like across all of consumers that I know. Everybody just say Tom Subs bread. Like snap a finger. Everybody remembers bread.
So you would make your own bread?
Yeah, it's gonna be in house. It's gonna be great.
So like Subway.
Well, they're terrible. This is going to be this is only we're not going to be a chain unless we get real successful, but it's going to be, the idea is just to be a good location, great bread, great sandwich, beach to listen. Almost as good as Blizzard beer delivery, plowing your streets and bringing you beer. Because you can't go to the beer store when the streets are filled with snow.
Exactly.
You
can't go anywhere.
You can't go anywhere. So you might as well sit there. You want to get drunk, but you can't go buy it because the snow is too thick. All of a sudden, oh shit. Damn, paused my race. Pause it. No. We're doing a horse race now. We got to do it now. I can't pause it. I have the one horse. Put on early music. I have the one horse to win. Whirler or something.
Okay.
Whirling. That's her name.
Whirling.
By 2 for Lexington Grace, whirling the rail. Bill Macris still out wide. Pacific Strike splits horses and is on the improve to a joint second. They chop and change behind the front runner. Traviesa getting all the favors up the front beneath Veterano.
How's she looking?
This would be a nice one. I guess I thought you could pause. So for the listeners, I bet the race early and paused it and just didn't look at the results, and I was going to play it so that way we don't have to go to commercial or anything to be perfect. But they just like they made me, it just came on.
I think like your DVR has like a set, like a half hour. It'll
I guess that's what it is because I can't even pause it. We're coming around. All right, we're coming around the last turn. All right, come on, we're in third.
Taken on by Lexington Grace, 2 lengths to Whirling and Pacific Strike on her.
Come on, Whirling.
At the top of the lane, Traviesa being tested by Lexington Grace. They're striking.
Come on, Whirling.
3/16 to go, 5 lengths ahead of Whirling.
Come on, Whirling.
Traviesa the inside ahead in front, now and neck from Lexington Grace. Traviesa just in front. Lexington Grace.
Go, Whirling. Come on.
Jerry. Lexington Grace again tests, and this time heads Traviesa.
Go, Whirling. Come on, Whirling. Go, Whirling. Go. Go, fuck. Okay. I should have bet the show. God fucking damn it. All right. That came out of nowhere. That was wild. All right.
I might have to throw a Stone Cold in there.
Yeah, you should. All right. So moving on from the Do You Remember? So we have number 2, which is a Deal or No Deal spelling bee challenge, which I've already accepted. And as you all know, the rules are if I spell the word that Tones gives me wrong, then that adds onto my over the line tally, and we're both at 5. It's 5-5. First one to 7 has to do a TNT punishment challenge. Tone's nipple shockers came the other day, so we're both ready to go for nipple shock trivia in the event that we have to actually do one of those. We will. We're gonna make it like a wheel of fortune. You spin it, and that's the punishment that you'll get. Very anticipated TNT punishment challenges. But so I got to spell this right, and if I spell it wrong, then I get 6, and I'm 1 away. So Tones, start the Deal or No Deal music, and give me the word.
All right, your word is Brontide.
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 Okay. Give me the definition.
A rumbling noise heard occasionally in some parts of the world, probably caused by seismic activity.
Okay. This is fucked because I'm thinking of brawn. Like, I feel like brawn is the prefix for strong things is BRAUN, but this one just sounds like a BRON.
Brontide.
Brontide. What's the country of origin?
It's Greek.
Okay. So if it's Greek, then that just adds to what I just said with the prefix.
Now, I just want you to know you got about 25 seconds left.
Okay. BRAUN. Fuck, is it BRONTID?
Yes.
Fuck, I looked too far into it. God damn it. Okay. I'm an idiot. I'm such a moron. God damn it. All right, that's 6 over the lines. I'm fucking 1 away. I don't want to use these nipple shockers. They're fucking terrifying looking. They're so scary.
They are terrifying.
They're huge. All right. So I have 6. So we've been careful this episode over the lines too. So we'll keep it that way, hopefully. But that brings us to our third segment, which is the Tones Bones. So you got a bone to pick, Tones?
Yeah. So today I was supposed to be off. I wasn't supposed to have to work.
Well, it is Sunday, so this is America. I wouldn't blame you.
Yeah, naturally. But so my manager, he decided he's on some kind of crusade. And he doesn't care if we all go down with him. So we have a new like delivery system for our fish. It used to come straight from the market. Now they send it to our distribution center, and it gets all sent out in the truck with all the other stuff that comes from the store. They did it to save money on shipping, whatever. The problem is we're not ordering our fish anymore, and these people in corporate that are ordering don't really know what we need. Like they're sending us like too much of certain things, not enough of other things. Like something like striped bass. We're lucky.
What a mess.
We're lucky if we sell 50 pounds in a week. Last week they sent 125 pounds to us. What are we supposed to do with that? So
put it in the fridge. Save it for tomorrow. Microwave it.
I mean, we save it as long as we can, but we have to throw it out at some point.
What's the shelf life on a good fish?
Our policy is 4 days. 4 days, and if it's not sold by then, we throw it out.
But like realistically, though, like if you have a fish,
the state law is a week.
Okay.
So right. I mean, like when fish doesn't smell good, you could usually, if you cook it enough, it'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not fresh technically. But basically, he's been writing all these emails to corporate, and he's been doing it for years. Like he's just like always sending emails, and he types in all caps because he's old and he can't see the fucking screen.
Yeah.
But everyone thinks he's yelling at them. Like he's just doing it because he can't see.
If you type in all caps, that classifies as being yelled at. Yeah,
that's what I told him. He's like, but I can't see. Like, what do you want me to do? I'm like, don't type in caps, you moron.
I hate people who do that and write in all caps. I get so scared. It's like, all right, you don't have to yell at me.
Calm down.
It's so hard to put context into like an email or a text message. Like in all caps, it's literally yelling.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't see. Just make the font bigger.
Yeah. But basically, I mean, so what happened was, this happened maybe 2 weeks ago with all these emails. And what he did was he copied every store in the Northeast on his email to corporate complaining about the order. And they all started chiming in saying, yeah, I got too much of this. I don't have enough. And he started like a revolution. He was like Spartacus. He was like Spartacus. Everyone, no, I'm Spartacus. But basically, so this week, one of the guys from corporate came in, and his job is to go to all the different stores and make sure the seafood departments are, up to snuff.
Yeah.
And he came in and he was just tearing into him like, this place is a fucking mess. It's filthy. You all have to come in this weekend and clean it. And keep in mind, my store is one of the cleanest stores I've ever worked in. I've ever been in.
Yeah.
You know, like there's a lot of stores that are real pieces of shit. My company. That should just be firebombed. They shouldn't. They shouldn't even like renovate them. They should just be firebombed, wiped off the map.
Yep.
And he comes in because of the email. It's obviously because of the email. And now I had to come in today on a Sunday when I wasn't scheduled to work from 6 until 10 just to fucking clean this place. It was. I was so.
You at least
pissed.
get paid like double time or time and a half when you do that.
No. I mean, I get paid
normal.
Anything over 40 hours. I get time and a half, but it adds up like through the week. So I guess if those 4 hours end up bringing me over 40, then yeah, I'll get time and a half for that. I guess.
Well, that's good at least.
Yeah. So
that's fucked up. What a fucked up place.
Yeah, and he's just on this crusade. He hasn't stopped. Like he's gonna bring us all down with him.
We're just gonna keep cranking out podcasts, and one day you don't have to work at that shithole anymore.
I know that's the plan. That's the plan.
The plan. So mine is obvious about what happened to me on Friday with my 14-hour fucking travel delay. But so let me just like kind of walk you through it real quickly. I'll try to do it because we're running way long. But so we get the first thing, like I get to the airport, like I'm a big guy with Southwest. I type in my confirmation number and I get a boarding pass, right? And I like the paper. I don't like to do it on my phone because it kills battery. And right when I type it in, it's canceled. Like they never sent me an email or anything. Like if it's fucking canceled, send me a goddamn email.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have gone because I had already fucking dropped off my rental car and the place I was coming from was an hour away. So I can't just go rent a car and go back. Right, because the next flight, it was a 10:40 a.m. flight, and she's like, "Oh, the next flight's at 5:30 p.m." I was just like, "Fuck, shit! What do you want to do? Fucking sit here until then? It's 10:40. It's like I just had breakfast, man." And then, like, I called the travel agent. She's like, "All right, there's a Delta flight at 1:30." I was like, "Okay, get me on that." So I had to get in the bus, go to the Delta terminal, and then we get in the plane on time. We taxi out to the runway. Stop, and he's like, all right, we're getting these reports. You're like we're on a ground stop in Atlanta. Okay, and nobody can fly in when there's a ground stop, so we just had to sit there. He's like, all right, so there's 45 minutes, like we're gonna wait it out, because if we deboard the plane or if we deplane, by the time everybody gets off and unpacks, you're just gonna have to come back on, because the whole deplaning thing takes about 45 minutes. So after the 45 minutes, he's like, all right, we just got an update. We're gonna have another 45 minutes, and then we're gonna go. And everybody's like, "Fuck!" Like I'm just sitting here. Like I had the middle seat too. Like I had the aisle on the other one, but the first flight I had middle. So this is St. Louis to Atlanta. It was a nightmare. The fat chick. I was sitting next to a fat chick who had window. She had an international flight to get to in Atlanta, so she was just like freaking the fuck out. Like, oh my god, look, my flight is at 4:30. I was just like, I don't give a shit, lady. All right. Leave me alone. And the guy to my right was this straight up Chinese guy, like didn't speak a lick of English. Yeah. We ended up being best buds down the road because we spent so much time together. Like Dungeons and Dragons. But like before I even like became friends with him, he was sitting there. He took his shoes and his socks off.
Aggressive. That's an aggressive move,
dude. Like absolutely. Shoes, and then he sat cross-legged, so his foot was right in my fucking face.
He sat in like Indian style.
No, like he put like his right leg over his left knee.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
So his foot was like an inch away from my knee. So I'm like, dude, gross. Like, get away from me. But like, once we ended up getting in the air to go to Atlanta, I was like, fuck this. I need a beer. Like, this has been so stressful. So I got a beer, and he had like a ginger ale. And then once I got a beer, he didn't realize that you could order one. So once she came back, he pressed the button to get the flight attendant back, and he was like, "I'll take a beer." And then he was like mumbling, he's like, "Oh, did you blah, blah, blah?" I was like, "Oh, yeah, pal." Yeah, I didn't understand a word that he said, but he was smiling and having a good time. All I could tell in his eyes was just like, "Yeah, let's have a beer together." So we did, and then like we were just shooting the shit, and I couldn't understand a word that he was saying, but like I understood that there's a language barrier, but we were still great friends.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking. I deal with that on a daily basis. There's so many like old Chinese people, old Indian people that come into my store, and like I don't know what they're saying, but like they just
shake your head, like, yes. Give them a laugh and just like, yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, that's how it goes. Yep, I just give them like real vague generic answers.
So we finally get to Atlanta, which is the worst airport in the world. It's about like 5 miles long. I say goodbye to my Chinese friend. The fat chick has to bust through. Like right when we land, we were the fire exit row, by the way. So like we had some space, so she like could bust like through us a little bit because she was like, I have an international flight to catch. She just like crawled over us, like literally to get her bag and like run to the front of the plane.
Yeah.
Like everybody's delayed. You're not like, it doesn't like, it's not like the fucking thing's waiting for you. Nobody can fly in here.
No, yeah.
She was just a stupid fat chick, because I had a 5 o'clock flight to catch, and at the time when we landed, it was like 5:48. So I was just like, whatever happens at this point. So I get starting at 8:30, ended up being 9:18 that we had to leave. So I had 5:30 until then to kill, which is annoying.
Yeah.
And then finally we got in the plane. I was like, thank Christ, time to get out of here. We taxi all the way out. Like we're about to do the whip around and go fast and take off. Fucking plane turns off. And I'm like, oh my God, we're going to die. That was the first thought. Then the second thought, like, oh shit, we're actually like the Baltimore airport's definitely fucked. He comes over the comms. We got to wait like about an hour. Like, and I'm so cramped. Now I'm in the 2-seater. It's one of those planes where there's 3 seats and then there's 2 seats.
Yeah.
So I'm in the 2 with this old guy who's watching Big Bang Theory in his iPad, laughing his ass off. I'm like, how the fuck do you laugh at that? This is the worst show ever. Fucking kid in front of me. There's an 8-year-old eating macaroni and cheese, fucking farting all over the place. I was giving you live updates. Like he literally like looked at his mom. He's like, Mommy, I have to fart. Like he was like saying she was just like try not to. And I was just like, yeah, please, like do your best, kid.
Please try
to rip it ass the entire time we were sitting there, and I was so cramped and just like eating this kid's farts.
I told you had to get into a fart off, man. I
should have just like unbuckled my seatbelt and just like stood up, just farted on it.
Fart on his head, just like from over the top.
Then this little shithead started playing video games in his iPad at full blast volume. And I was like, listen here, you little piece of shit. You turn that shit down or I'm going to turn it down for you. This is like my brain. I mean, I'm just still in like full on. I don't have the headphones or anything looking forward mode. This is all just commentating in my brain. I'm sitting there with a blank face on, just thinking all of this. Like, I'm going to kill this kid. Like, this fucker. But it was all forgiven because like about 35 minutes into the 45-minute delay, he started watching Full House on full blast. And like, I just hear the theme song kick in. I was just like, all right. This kid's a good kid.
He means well.
Yeah, exactly. And then eventually, after another 45-minute delay, we got out of there. We ended up taking off at like 10:30, 10:45, and then got home at fucking 12:30, in bed at 1:30. It was the worst. My bone is just that whole entire experience. Nothing in particular. I love Southwest Airlines, but I mean, the whole reason they canceled the flight is because they couldn't fill it. So they caused me 14 hours of little kids farting on me eating macaroni and cheese. Little shit. All right. We'll move on to segment number 4, which is literally, which is a newer thing. We introduced it last week. So it's an everyday saying that we everybody says, and imagine it literally as a scenario. So what do you got today?
Whenever somebody says that they're in a shitstorm, like, could you imagine instead of rain or snow or hail, it was shit. We got turds the size of golf balls dropping out here.
That would for sure close school. Like that would be like Al Roker's like, we got like 4 inches of shit coming in. Yeah, that would be terrible.
Yeah, no, just raining shit, and it's like windy too, so it's whipping around, just shit splattering everywhere.
Oh my God, yeah,
awful.
Nobody, you see, this is why it's such a good segment because nobody thinks of these literally. Imagine actually having like a shit storm.
Yeah,
storm of shit.
Like if God just had diarrhea on us, just
imagine a shit hurricane.
Oh, a shit tornado.
I'm in the eye of the shit.
I'm in the brown eye.
Yeah, it would suck. I wrote down hell on earth. When people say things are hell on earth, like, oh my God, this is like I'm at this like thing. It's hell on earth.
Yeah.
So I went to Wikipedia to get the definition of like what it's written down because everybody knows what hell is, but the actual definition is a fiery, painful, and harsh inflicting suffering on the guilty. Like, is it really that bad what you're doing when you say like this is hell on earth when you think of the actual definition of hell?
Yeah, you could literally be on fire right now.
Is it really a fiery, painful, and harsh inflicting suffering? No.
I feel like if you look outside and this is the end, maybe you can say that.
Yeah.
It's like that movie, you could say that. But yeah, hell on earth, that's just
You just walk outside, just like, go run some errands. You're just like, well, you're on fire out of nowhere. Oh, God. And Satan just comes and judges you. I know everything that you've done, you son of a bitch.
There's demons just poking you with tridents, jabbing
ghouls, throwing fucking flame balls at you 90 miles an hour, hitting you in the face.
God damn it.
Yeah, probably the worst thing that you could ever imagine right there.
Yeah, the only thing worse might be a shitstorm.
Yeah. What do you think's worse? That would be a poll for the Twitter. What would you rather have, hell on earth or a shitstorm?
Or an actual shitstorm. I mean,
hell on earth is definitely real bad.
Yeah, I think you have to say that hell on earth is worse just because that seems more permanent. Like, whereas a shitstorm, like, it'll end at some point.
Yeah. Shitstorm's just a couple days. Hell on earth is like, well, there's no set time period on hell on earth. Could be a day.
Could be eternity.
Would you rather have, like, if it's a 3-day period, would you rather have a 3-day period of shitstorm or a 3-day period of hell on earth? That's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
I would go shitstorm. Hell on earth is a little intense.
Yeah.
Mister, I don't want to live in a house with ghosts. You want to have hell on earth?
That's a good point. But at least it's like they're more physical. Like they're physically there. I can see them, and I just don't like to sneak it up.
I don't want to get poked by tridents.
Yeah, or be on fire. That's a good point.
But you
also want to get smashed in the face with fucking flying shit.
Well, when I'm thinking about getting poked with tridents by demons, I think shit actually sounds really delicious at this point.
I'll just stay in my house for 3 days. It'll smell really bad.
Hell on earth. Well, hell on earth could probably make it through your door. Shitstorm, you could just like close the windows. You'll be all right.
That's what I'm saying. Unless it's like hell, like a little like constipated shits.
Do you think you have to like shovel the sidewalks after a shitstorm? Imagine like kids like is after a shitstorm.
I'll show you your driveway.
Oh man, the shit plows come out. Blizzard delivery service comes out with the shit service.
Blizzard shit shoveling.
All right, so we got to move on to our fifth segment. We had 7 originally, but the fucking horse race came out of nowhere. So, well, we already did it. So we do have 7. So we have segment number 5, which is a what's good. So I had to listen to Easy Rider by Action Bronson. Let me tell you what, it was awesome. Okay. Not a guy who listens to rap. I love this guy. This guy was, it was a rap about wanting to be a rock and roll star.
Yeah, exactly. I knew you would like this song. The nasty guitar riff at the end,
Nasty guitar riff at the end. It sounds like a shout out to anybody who's listening who really knows like really in-depth classic rock. It sounded exactly like riffs from Funkadelic Maggot Brain, which is a great, like just a guitar only song. Very, very good guitar playing, but a little ode to Slash from Guns N' Roses too, when he's just like, I want to be like Slash outside the chapel. Do you know what that means?
No.
It's from the music video from Guns N' Roses' November Rain. It's fucking hilarious.
Okay.
So 80s, fucking Axl Rose is getting married, and Slash is like the best man. Like while they're doing the vows, Slash is like, excuse me, I got to get out of here. Like in the most important part of the wedding. First of all, which is like a ridiculous thing. So he just walks outside of the church and then just like rips a guitar solo. That's the premise of that. Like when you watch it, like really, like, how to just go rip a guitar solo outside the chapel that's in the middle of nowhere in the desert.
Yeah.
It's considered one of the greatest music videos of all time, but it's ridiculous.
But Bronson's an interesting dude, though. I mean, he used to be a chef also.
He's very fat. So
he started off as a chef, and then he just started rapping, and he's got a bunch of TV shows now at Vice. He did the Ancient Aliens one. Him and his friends were just sitting around getting like stupid high and just watching Ancient Aliens.
Yeah.
And
he's like that kind of guy.
Yeah, he has another like cooking show now where it's just like ridiculous. But so did you have any questions about the lyrics at all? Or you just
No, I did. There was nothing really to question him really digging life and doing acid, like 10 times in the mountains. Like, I mean, that guy's brain must be mush at this point. Like, but yeah, I think he's a pretty cool dude. I wasn't expecting rap. I mean, looking at that guy, I was expecting like ZZ Top kind of guy. But no, just fucking sick ass rap about wanting to be a rock and roll star. I don't blame him. Being a rock and roll star is probably the best. But I think it was. I got to listen to more of this guy. Is he like? Well, here's a question: is he like famous? Like, is he prominent?
He's famous enough. He's not as famous as he should be. He's a lot bigger on the East Coast because he's from Queens, and like
is it because he's white too?
I'm sure that has a part of it. He's starting to get more traction everywhere now. Like now that he has the TV shows and he's doing all this cooking shit or whatever. Also, he actually has a cookbook. I bought it actually, believe it or not.
Ah,
Yeah. Yeah, he's starting to gain more recognition. But he's been around for. I mean, his first mixtape came out probably like 6-7 years ago. So he's been working at it. He's a hardworking dude. He's always coming out with music or doing a show or something.
I'm Team Action Bronson. I like this guy.
The funny thing is he's like best friends with Mario Batali.
the race car driver?
No, the chef, the big fat ginger Italian guy.
Oh, okay. Like the most famous chef. That's right.
Yeah. He always wears the Crocs and like the cargo shorts. They're like best friends.
The pair. Oh man. Yes, that's our what's good. I like this guy. And then to wrap up segments, we have a new segment. So hit me with a hallelujah. Our new segment soundbite. So we have an Ask a Gay segment that we do every once in a while, and I came up with an Ask a Straight. So it's kind of like that. So we have a Let There Be Rock. So I asked you to listen to the Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald by Gordon Lightfoot. What did you think?
It was a sorrowful tale, to say the least. It's so funny, huh?
So funny how it's like break it down. So it really is just like the most depressing. It's just like it's like a sea.
Yeah, it's just a story about like I guess it was a steel shipping boat container kind of thing, and it just like wrecked in Lake Huron, one of the Great Lakes, and just sank, and everyone died.
Yeah,
you shouldn't be laughing at that, but yeah,
it happened long enough ago where we can. It's fine.
Yeah, and it's kind of like written like one of those old. It's like an old folksy song.
That's why it's so funny. That's why I'm laughing. It's like literally like an ode.
Yeah,
it's like an ode in every sense of the word.
It's like an old Irish, like I don't even know, just like one of those depressing old Irish songs. But yeah, there was a couple of lines. I don't know if you know anything about these, but this is the first line of the song just kind of confused me. The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down off the lake they call Gitche Gimme. Gitche Gummy. Gitche Gummy. What is Gitche Gummy? What is Chippewa? I don't understand.
Chippewa is a place. So like it's like because the whole thing was like the ship is like a local ship. They're like the only mission is like to go from like Ohio to like Michigan. Okay. So it's like a local thing. It's not like you're going from New Jersey to England or something like that. Like that'd be like a mission. This is just like an everyday easy thing. So everybody knew the people who were on board. That's why it's depressing. Sort of thing. And like everybody knew him from the Chippewa on down. To like everybody knew these guys. They're just everyday guys who just happen to work on the ship. And then one day the November
rains.
They came early. They weren't expecting them. They tipped the boat over. They all died. No good. Yeah. Bad news.
Bad news.
Yeah.
And then I had one other line. This one kind of confused me too. When the afternoon came, it was freezing rain in the face of a hurricane west wind. Now I didn't know that there were hurricanes out in Ohio, Michigan area.
It wasn't a hurricane, but it was like hurricane west winds is in there. They're coming east towards New Jersey, going from Ohio to Michigan. Okay. And west winds going towards California. So they're just going towards just fucking hard, like fall winds, like November, like cold, horrible winds. And then the seas get messy. And then, like, it's just the whole story is the buildup of how they're doing their normal job. And all of a sudden, like, it starts to get a little messy out there. And then all of a sudden, it's just windy. Like, it's bad. And the chef's just like, it's a little bit too rough to feed you. You're going to have to, go hungry tonight.
Why? Because they would have, like, got sick?
No, you just can't. I mean, try cooking scrambled eggs on a ship that's rocking like that, Tones.
Well, give them some
the goddamn thing sank.
Give them just, like, bread or I don't know. You could give them something to eat.
They didn't have any.
So what are they eating? I mean,
they had to go hungry.
Give them a Rocky shake. You're talking about scrambled eggs. Give them a Rocky, just some raw eggs.
Last meal.
That's fucked up, man.
Fucked up. It's terrible.
Yeah.
That's the wreck of the Evan Fitzgerald, though. It's just an ode.
Yeah.
I'm in tears. Sorry. All right, take a quick commercial break. We're gonna recover, and then we're gonna go to our classic 4-pack questions to wrap the show up.
All right.
All right. Hold on. I gotta text Strauss real quick. And cut this out because he's on PlayStation.
We're at an hour 10 right now.
Okay.
But it's not, I mean, it's going to be long. It's definitely going to be long. but we were at like 45 at the end of the Talking Flicks.
Yeah, man, it's been a hilarious show thus far, though. All right, I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
All right, we're back. Welcome to the classic 4-pack of questions. Thank you, Kane. So question number 1, Tones. What is the most inappropriate place to propose a game of rock, paper, scissors?
When you're at your own wedding and you're standing on the altar for the bride or the groom to walk up, and you turn to your best man and you do rock, paper, scissors, because it looks like you're deciding who has to marry the person coming up.
You want her? I don't know.
It's like you win.
All
You're
right,
like, shit.
That's a good one. Mine's a little bit darker. Hopefully, I don't go over the line here. If a girl is pregnant,
oh. I thought about that one too, and I was like, I don't know if I could put that in there.
I'm thinking about keeping it. Let's RPS.
All right.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh
to abort or to keep.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's a dark one.
Good. We're safe though. No over the line. Hold on. Excuse me. It's farted. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard.
Wet one. Question number 2 of the 4-pack. So what's something that you've been doing your entire life, but you still suck at it?
Video games. I'm decent at video games, but I look at some people that are really good at video games, and they're just leagues ahead of me. It's not even close. Like, and I play a lot, and it's just I just kind of I never get better.
No job. I mean, you're working every day. All these kids don't work, and they sit here and they get better at all these games.
Yeah.
While you're working your ass off, these kids are sitting in mom's basement, fucking, they're logging hours like it's nothing.
I know. But I mean, I've also been playing since I was like 6. So like, you think I would have gotten better at some point, but I'm fine with it. I have fun. I don't need to win to have fun.
No,
it's nice. It's nice to win.
Exactly.
But
it's very nice to win, but it's rare. That's why it's so nice.
I get frustrated a lot. And I just quit sometimes.
Yeah.
If I get killed in a really fucked up way in a game, I'm just like, all right, I can't do this anymore. I can be on my first game or my 100th game. Like, that's it. Like,
So I have remembering names. I'm so like the introduction, especially as a sales guy, like it's such a bad, like you need to have this trait. And there's all these tips where it's just like, once you meet somebody and they tell your name, say it 3 times in your head to remember it. I'm already in judgment phase when I'm shaking your hand, like, hi, I'm Tom. And then like, once they grip my fucking, this guy's a lazy sack of shit. This and that. Name's completely out the window. I have no idea.
Yeah.
And then if you have to, God forbid, you have to actually spend a long period of time with this person.
I know. The worst is like when you get introduced to someone, you're like, oh, I'm never gonna have to meet this person, like talk to this person again. And like you said, you have to end up spending a lot of time with them, and you're just like, fuck, I don't know this guy's name, but like I've known him for a couple months.
You got to just do small talk, but like, and they know the worst when they know your name.
Yeah,
like they got yours in the introduction, but they forgot you forgot theirs.
Yeah.
It's like they're just like, so Tom, like, what do you think about movies? And I'm just like, well, they're asking basically for you to repeat their name.
Yeah,
like subconsciously.
I'll tell you, buddy. Let me tell you,
I don't know, pal. Flicks are all right.
I'll tell you what, compadre. I like me a good flick.
There's no tips. It's either you have it or you don't when it comes to just remembering names in the greeting. And in sales meetings too, especially like when you're closing it out and you're like, all right, like great to meet you. Like you'd love to say like, it's like such a period on the end of a sentence to like know their name. Just like, hey, great talking to you, Ray. Shake their hand and get out of there. But if you don't, then it's just like, they're not gonna remember. But when you say somebody's fucking name, they're like, this guy meant it.
Yeah.
That was a sales pitch that got me in the heart right there.
Right in the feels.
Yeah, right in the feels. Exactly. So question number 3. So this is right up your alley. What conspiracy theory, if proven true without a shadow of a doubt, would cause the most chaos in less than 24 hours? And we took 9/11 conspiracy out of here because that would be the obvious choice. It's no fun. But what did you got? What do you got?
My theory was the one that Jesus was an alien.
What? That's okay.
Yeah.
That's a conspiracy, huh?
Yeah. It's maybe I'll do that next episode. But yeah, no, basically, because you know how he came from the heavens and he's a son of God. Like the thought is, at least to the ancient alien theorist, the thought is that back then when people would write about people coming from the sky or coming from the heavens, it was actually aliens landing. We just didn't know how to describe it any other way. So that's kind of the theory behind it. I mean, I could go into it more at a later date, but basically,
I would just So to like the second part of the question with like the chaos in 24 hours, that'll literally just be like the Catholics just denying everything that you're saying, and then like the real world just be like, no, it's facts, it's undeniably true.
Well, there's that, and there's also the people that be like, well, there's no Jesus, so there's no God, so we can do whatever the fuck we want, and then everyone just goes around raping and pillaging.
Yeah, or you just become a Muslim and bomb shit.
That's an overlap. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's an overlap. I was trying not to give you 7, but that was bad.
That's 7.
That was bad. I'm sorry. I had to do it.
All right, hit the music. That's we'll do a teaser. All right, that's the TNT Punishment Challenge coming up. I can't believe it's me. Oh my god, it's a TNT Punishment Challenge coming up next Saturday. I'm sorry about what I just said. Oh god. All right, so we'll have.
I didn't want to.
No, I know you didn't want to. It's fine. It was me. I knew it right when it was one of those things like it was coming out of my mouth, and I just wanted to catch the words and just put it back in. Oh fuck. I just want to go. Well, all right, now I have 7, so I'm like rattled. Now that I have to do a TNT Punishment Challenge. Well, there's some anticipation for the crowd, but I was going to say too, I got Jesus debunked. All right, getting back on track. Okay. I bet you that Mary had an affair and she got pregnant, and then she just tried to cover it up by saying like, no, God's child right here. And then when he was born, she was like, you're God's child. You got to run with that story forever. And he totally bought into it. Bada bing. How about that?
That's a theory, but also the alien theory plays into that as well. That the aliens, because right now we could artificially inseminate people, so maybe the aliens could have back then too. They came down, they put a little alien juice. Just
I got a phone. Well, I mean, like, how come they don't do that anymore? How come aliens aren't just like popping in like
maybe
nowadays?
Maybe they are. I don't know. Maybe they are.
Are you an alien?
Maybe.
Oh. All right. Actually, I fucking have Area 51 written down.
Okay.
Imagine they were like everything about Area 51 was true.
Yeah, that'd be nuts.
I mean, like, obviously it's not. Like, it's just like a weird.
There's something going on there, though.
Yeah, it's weird, but I think it's just like where they test out like military flights. I actually don't know anything about Area 51, to be honest. Area 51 pretty much extends to Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. Get to Roswell, New Mexico.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
I mean, it's I don't know. It's interesting if you want to look into it, but I mean, you can't go anywhere. Like if you pull within like 20 miles of Area 51, like I've seen like shows in the History Channel where people like they do like finding Area 51, and they'll just pull up to like the border of like the fence or whatever, and there's always like a black SUV just like sitting on top of the hill just watching. And if you stay there, they'll come down and get you. And they'll be like, "Hey, what do you this is government property." Like they really keep that shit on. Like,
isn't it like an old nuclear test site?
No one really knows what it is. People say it's like a place where they try out like new aircraft, or it's it's definitely a military base of some sort, but they don't really know what goes on inside the base.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I think if like everything that was true about it with aliens, that would turn the world. Like, all right, like without a shadow of a doubt, like the question said, aliens are among us. We got aliens.
Yeah.
What do we do? Who would you want as our alien ambassador? I think we talked about this. You would want me, right? I'd do it.
Yeah. You bring him to a ball game. Give him a couple beers, a hot dog. Give him a hot dog.
Buy him a hot dog and a beer. We'll watch the Yankees. Just like, isn't this great?
This is what it's all about.
Yeah.
Compadre.
I think that would go over well.
I think it would.
All right. We got to go to question number 4 just because we're running so long here. So last question, and then we'll go to post show. We'll wrap it up. So what small thing in life makes you happy, Tones?
Whenever I get all the air out of the Ziploc bag.
That's a really specific answer.
Yeah, when I push it all, because one of my biggest pet peeves is when people like just zip it up and don't like get all the extra air out, and you just have this bubble just sitting in your fridge. Like I don't know, just get it out. Get it out of there. It doesn't belong there.
What are you thinking? Get this air out of this fucking Ziploc bag now.
It makes this shit go bad quicker. You got more air in there, more potential for bacteria to break it down. Like I want my shit.
God damn it! Like exactly.
I paid good money for this fucking baloney, and I don't want it to go bad. I'm sorry.
So I have written down just having zero plans. Isn't it the best? You have like a Saturday and you don't have to work and there's zero plan. I'm just gonna sit here and cherish every minute that I have of this weekend.
Yeah.
It's the greatest.
I'm gonna sit here and just stare at the wall. I don't even need headphones. I don't need a screen. I'm just gonna enjoy it.
Just look around and just cherish it. The fact that I don't have to go do anything. It's great. I don't have to go sit in an airport for 14 hours.
No.
You know? Oh, man. All right. So that's the show. We ran a little long. Hopefully everybody had a great time because I had a fucking blast. I'm in tears right now. That's probably the hardest time. And guy, we didn't do a Mad Lib challenge.
Oh, there would have been a wrap.
It would have been a fucking, it would have been a nightmare. But you got any post-show thoughts?
No.
Good. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up. We were back on regular schedule. I'm not traveling for a while, so we'll continue to crank out some episodes this week. Until then, have a great Sunday, and try to do your best at work. Do what you got to do. Have a good one, everybody.